The substitute gym teacher walked in and said, "Everyone who gets picked up after school, move to the left." We all exchanged confused looks, but about half the class moved to the left side of the gym. I stayed on the right with the kids who walked home or took the bus. Now, everyone who walks home alone, stay standing. Everyone else sit down. 5 kids sat down on the right side. This was strange, but we kept following along because she was a teacher, and what else were we supposed to do? Right side, anyone who cuts through Riverside Park moved to the back wall. Me and 3 other kids walked to the back. Why did she need to know our routes home? Back wall, anyone who stops at the playground on the way, stay standing. My stomach dropped. "Colin, sit down. If you go on Mondays and Wednesdays." Colin sat down. I was the only one standing against the back wall. The substitute stared at me for a long moment, checking something on her phone, then smiled. "Perfect. Everyone back to your spots." We all moved back, whispering and confused. She started teaching volleyball like nothing happened, but I couldn't concentrate. Why did she need to know my exact routine? At lunch, I told my friends it felt creepy. Tobias said maybe it was some weird safety drill, but Lena pointed out she never even introduced herself, or explained why. When we got back from lunch, the substitute was gone. Our regular gym teacher, Mr. Brennan, was there looking shaken. "Class, I need everyone to stay here. The principal is coming." Principal Wallace arrived with 2 police officers. "We need to recreate exactly what happened during first period." They had us stand in the same positions for each question. When I stood alone at the back wall, Principal Wallace's hands were shaking as she wrote notes. "Did she ask you anything directly?" she asked me. "No, she just looked at me and checked her phone, then told everyone to sit down." They called my mom immediately. She arrived crying. In the principal's office with my mom and Officer Brooks, I learned the truth. 2 days ago, a woman tried to abduct an 8-year-old boy from Riverside Park, Officer Brooks said. He escaped and ran, but he was traumatized and couldn't give us many details. The park is on a common route home from 3 different schools. My mom's hand gripped mine. "We've been trying to identify which children use that park regularly and when, so we can increase patrols and warn parents. The woman who was in your gym class this morning didn't work for the school district," Principal Wallace said quietly. "She used a stolen employee badge to get in. We think she was trying to identify her next target." I felt sick. Why me? You walk home alone through the park on Tuesday. Officer Brooks said. "That's when she's been seen in the area. You fit her pattern exactly." "Did you notice anyone in the park recently?" Officer Brooks asked. "Someone watching the playground, maybe?" I thought back to yesterday, Thursday afternoon. There'd been a woman on the bench near the swings. She'd been there Tuesday, too, now that I thought about it. Same purple jacket. She'd smiled at me both times. "There was someone," I said slowly. "A woman in a purple jacket, on the bench, by the swings." Officer Brooks pulled out her phone and showed me a photo. My blood went cold. It was the substitute gym teacher, but without the baseball cap and with different glasses. "That's her," I whispered. "She was at the park. She smiled at me yesterday." "She was testing you," Officer Brooks said, "seeing if you'd recognize her in a different context. When you didn't react, she knew you wouldn't be suspicious if you saw her again." They showed me the school's entrance camera footage from that morning. The timestamp showed her entering at 7:43 a.m., 40 minutes before school started. She needed time to study the staff,